Hello everybody, my name is Eddie Spanky. We are here doing a test run of our new equipment and new setups to see what kinks need to be worked out, what I do and don't need to do. So we're going to do a quick endurance race. I mean, why not? Of course we are. You know, we have to test the endurance of the systems, the processors, and my ass. And the ability to sit for said amount of time. Oh good, we've got WRC cars. This is going to be... Hey, there's the wacky flailing dude over there. Alright. Now, ooh. Ooh. I don't know if I did this right. I don't know if I set this up right. I don't think I did. I really don't think I set this up right. But that's alright. We're just going to keep going. Those are WRC cars. Oh, shit. That guy did not like me there. No. Yeah. Now, a lot of people take a shortcut down that way and then just fly down this thing. And, you know, that was fine and dandy, but if you actually tried to do that in real life, it would just rip your car right off the track. Like, this is flat out all the way down and through here, but all these cars are going to brake here, so I need to brake a little bit before them, and then hopefully I can get out of the corner and around all these a-holes. Yeah, I don't think I have damage on or anything. Fuck, I don't even know if I have to do pit stops or anything. I've got 1 of 40 laps. Yeah, I don't have damage on. I need to put damage on. Well, I mean, I don't need to, but I'll get more money and more experience and more everything. And if I'm doing an endurance series, I might as well do it as hard as I possibly can. Do it hard, long, and fast, as I am one to do. Oh, yes. Yes. Sounds amazing. We're also testing new volume levels and new equipment all around. See how everybody gets a bunch of stuff done here. See, I don't break until right there, and I should be able to just whoop. God bless it. Did not want to hit anybody because we've got 40 laps here. I'm not losing gas or anything, so I'm not gonna pit ever. So if I had to pit, it would tell me I have to over there, but I don't have to because I forgot to turn the tire wear and stuff on. But I guess that's also good because the fuel gauge is quasi-accurate. I mean, let's be honest. Oh, yeah, I wondered which one of you was going to go through there because only one will fit. Uh-oh. You guys are going really slow. I'm going to have to... I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but... You guys are going to have to... I'm going to brake here, then hopefully accelerate through the corner and just sort of... damn it, I did not want to get on your butt. I wanted to be around your butt. Oh, really? You're gonna... Okay, then go. God, it's 40 laps. You're not gonna hold me off for 40 laps, okay, computer? There's... The other one's right there. I really don't care. I have all the patience and time in the world. I have 40 fucking laps. Jesus. Third place of 14? They're really trying to get away from me up there. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, especially with the extra mods I have on my car. I'm lighter and faster. So, yeah. Oh, let off the gas there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you, All right. Okay. We are 3 minutes in and we've had our first issue. So, that's about right. Oh, no! Damn it. Now I have to let them all pass me. Or they're just going to spin me around and hit me. Yeah. I don't even know how I clipped that. So it's just going too into the inside. Okay, I'm done being nice. I've been way too nice for way too long, and now that I know that there's like no consequences for anything in this one, I'm just gonna start shuttling the ones that I know will be a problem. Come on, guys, let's go. Yep. We're all getting bunched up, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where Magnussen went wide into that corner and hit that wall. Or was that the other one? Yeah, oh, you guys taking each other out now. Oh, doesn't that suck? What a surprise. Alright, now that guy in first place is just getting the F-fuck away, and I don't like the fact that he's getting the F-fuck away. That's never good. It's never good for anybody. It doesn't matter how much the strippers tell you, there is no good time to touch your body. Touch your body. I touch my body. I touch your body. Oh. Está bien y tú. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Oh, there it is. So slippery. So Wiccans. So just the Wiccans-y Dickens. There we go. That's much better. I was just way too far to the inside on that one and clipped it with my face. That's never good. I can finally go full speed down that hill. Oh, aye. Oh, ah. Uh-oh. No, we're not going to be spinning, thank you. I have all-wheel drive. Thank you very much. I do see indeed. All right, 5 minutes in. 4:40. 4 of 40. So 5 minutes. So 10 more times. 10 times. So about an hour. 50 minutes. That's not bad. That's actually perfect for everything I need to test. Wow, I've got to test how to drink and stuff too, because that's complicated. I should actually have one of those backpacks on. And most people are like, how do you see anything through this? Well, I just drive at the line that's in front of me. I'm not really driving at I'm just driving at the stick that's on the windshield. That's what I'm driving to. Which is why sometimes I overshoot my brake zone. Oh no! Oh no! The computer's using its cheesy ketchup stuff. That's another thing that I don't like about this, is it has ketchup and all that other stuff on it. And I only like mustard, so I don't know why they're allowed to use ketchup if there's only ketchup and no mustard. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. It's usually just there, and over there as well. Alright. Alright, so we're 5 of 40. Oh shit, I went way off. I was hitting the brakes all the way up the hill, and they didn't clip at all. So good job, guys, on getting your grass to suck like it should. Yeah, you can't, like, you hit the brakes on grass, you're just gonna, there's nowhere to go. It also doesn't stop. What it should, these cars, it should just, like, and you're done. Now, I don't know what they've done in the other ones, but I know in this one there's no good way or bad way, right way or wrong way, good things or bad things to be done in my pants. I do a lot of bad things, and gotta be honest, sometimes in my pants. That's like, sometimes I do the worst things in my pants. I think the worst thing I've done in my pants is the 5-finger disco, which is where you take a roll of quarters, you wrap it all the way around your hand, and then just vigorously thrust them into a machine. And that's it. That's the end of it. I love those birds that fly by on every fucking lap in the exact same way. I love that. It's almost like it's a programmed animation instead of an AI. Guys, don't waste your programming on crap like that. Seriously, don't. It gives me, people like me, something to bitch about. Don't do that. I mean, I understand what you're trying to do, but I didn't see any fucking kangaroos on Bathurst, so, you know. And what I mean by kangaroos on Bathurst is, at least in the endurance series on the mountain, they God bless it, they I've got to move this closer. Okay, I've got to go. Okay, I've got to get situated here because none of this is working. All right, so this needs to be here. Okay, I need to get my foot on there. Okay, my foot's there to where I can touch it. No, it's still not. It's still not. That's awesome. Okay, is that good? Can I touch it now? God damn this thing. Yeah, there we go. All right. Good. Okay. All right. All right. That's situated. That's sexuated. Accentuated. My buttocks. I can accentuate my buttocks. What about your buttocks? I mean, I've got a buttocks. Your buttocks. I'm a lummox. You can't even get a buttocks. You got a lummox, but no buttocks. Rock your buttocks. Rock your buttocks. Rock your buttocks. Yes. Alright, So I've got to chase the same car again. And again, he shouldn't be going as fast as me. I've got all kinds of bonuses and stuff on. So since the computer likes to cheat, I'm just going to cheat the computer. I'm just going to cheat the fuck out of the computer. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, see? Now I've got higher acceleration as I pull away. And I can go around here at top speed. And you can't. Because you're a computer and your brake back there. Oh, what happened? Your programming sucked, didn't it? Amazing how that works. Amazing. Mayonnaising. You know, I haven't had a good spread of mayonnaise in my face in a long time. Mayonnaise is... God, stay on the line. Jeez. Not that line, my line. I've got to take these lines off there. Effing with me so bad. Because that is not where I drive. I don't drive anywhere near the line. You're supposed to drive in the line. No. No, I'm not. Because I don't drive there. Okay? Because I'm better than you. I'm sexier than you. And I'm just better than you because... Yeah, and that's another thing I don't understand is why are all these YouTubers up in arms about, you know, cash flow and all this other stuff? You know, that's only a recent thing that people got paid for YouTube, all right? The reason people started YouTube is for you. You do it for you. It's an expression. It's an art form. Just like that horn. Like, you get enough horns together, and you can make a symphony of car horns. It's absolutely spectacular. My favorite, though, is when we hacked a... Hey, look, there's those birds again. Bird! Now, that would be more accurate. If they flew across there and somebody with a shotgun on the side just, like, randomly shoots into the freak. That would be more accurate, especially considering where we are. Good God. So we're 11 minutes in. We're in lap 7 of 40. So we are getting there. Wow, something happened back there. It looked like everybody just, like, drove off the track back there. It wouldn't surprise me if it's using its stupid catch-up thing and it's trying to catch up to my car, because that's not possible. Not with the way you guys have your physics programmed. At least your physics have gotten a little better. I mean, my God, you guys have actually gone in and changed some things. So, that's funny. My favorite was somebody reviewed this game and they were like, oh, the rain is horrible. It's like driving in a sling. Okay, for the person that wrote that review, number one, I looked up your history. You've never actually been in a car, like, in the rain, and you don't know how it behaves, number one. Number two, you took one of the most overpowered vehicles in the game that was rear-wheel drive on a wet track and drove it flat out straight ahead. There's only two things that are going to happen. One, you're going to hit the wall, and two, you're going to bitch about it. So... these reviews that are being done now by people are not, they're people that aren't qualified to do it. I mean, most of them are now hired through Craigslist. You go in there, you go to the editorial section or the news section, and you get hired by other newspapers to write stories, and they'll tell you how they want the story written. I can't tell you how many fake, quote-unquote, news stories I've been asked to write without using facts. Well, you're using facts, but you're using them in... You can manipulate facts. You can make a statement, say whatever you want. Like, I can say, the dog went to the park, and that sounds fine. But I can say, the dog went to the park, and that sounds a little weirder. Or I could say, the dog went to the park, and it's happening. The point is, it has to do with inflection and how you perceive it. And we have a really bad problem in the media now. We haven't had a real news story in about 10 years in any media on anything here in the United States. Really sorry about this. You're sponsored by Wick, which is one of my, one of the products I use quite a bit of. That's the filters we use, is Wick's filters on all of our cars. That goes for the air and the oil filters. We use Wick's filters. We also run in the local SCC. I cannot believe I should have put in the... See, I'm not supposed to be doing stuff like this. This is stupid. This is stupid. Ah, you guys. Oh, I'm going to go right in between you. I'm going to go right in between you. Because I can. Yeah, because I can get away now. You guys can try and keep up with me, but it's not going to happen. The Audi might be able to keep up with me, but I highly doubt that. The 162, hit the brakes there at the 200 mark. Now on this side, that's why those markers are there, is it tells you how close you are to the corner and your brake zones. So if you're actually racing this track in real life, you would not have these little lines on the ground. You would just be basing it like so. That's why I say these lines mess with me, because I'm looking at curbs, angles of curbs, like in playing pool. you bounce it off one angle in order to hit the other angle. I'm doing the same thing with a car. I'm bouncing it off of one angle in order to come out at a different angle to hit the next angle up and then angle it around. Basically, you're just bouncing a ball all the way around in the fastest way to bounce it that you possibly can. Ooh, I took a Mickey out on that one. Whoo! Happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. You guys, he had a birthday. Oh my God, they're really celebrating it. He had a birthday. Guess what? He has one every year. So, I mean, that's just something to... We're celebrating Mickey's birthday. You celebrate it every year. We are a fourth of the way through here at 14 minutes. So 15 minutes times 4, and you'll get about where we're going to end, which is going to be about an hour of total game time here. And I have a feeling I am going to split it up into 6 parts. Oh, jeez. So that we can also test our other new equipment that we got. So I'm using one video in order to test literally everything we have right now. So that's, you know, hey, that means you guys are going to be getting an update on what's going on. Well, you probably have by the time the first episode of this goes out, because this probably won't come out until November. Wait, November, December. We're in November. No, it'll come out in January, along with the rest of the new stuff that's coming out. So this will be the whatever. This is Forza Motorsport 6. I'm racing against a bunch of people right now, but when we race online, which we will be doing with Mr. Pata, I'm also thinking we might actually utilize, since they set it up so wonderfully, if you want to get more people in here, you have to have more actual people. So and it gets laggier the more people you add online, and of course that's happened. Unless you're running a landline, which is a landline is a connection from one to another without going to a modem or anything like that. You just go straight from one system to another. We have several systems that we coordinate with, and we're also running it off of Windows now as well, because you can do that as an Xbox One if you get the thingy. So, I'm gonna cough. Because I am sick. And getting over a few different diseases that I had. I don't know if those go into remission or whatnot, but I've had some new health issues come up that I have to deal with, which, you know, it sucks, but, you know, it's part of life. Is eventually, you know, parts give out. It's just like a car or a Gundam or anything like that. And if you need to check out that Tulsa Gumpla show there. We're going to show you how to do your Gundam models. I'm going to show you good and right. And by good and right, I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it. And Potacron is going to show you the right way to do it. He is very good at assembling models and stuff like that. We'll show you different painting styles and all this other stuff that's already been done all over the internet. But by God, we're going to do it here locally, because we don't have a big enough footprint here. And we need one. And we're going to get one, because our end game is to make a working one like they have in Japan. They already have one in Japan that works. The guy created it, the robot. And then some like bros from the alphas were like, hey bro, we've got a caterpillar with like a rocket launcher on it. It's a robot. And they were like, no, ours like can use a katana and cut you in half, like, and it's, you know, 2 stories tall. It was a joke. I mean, I have never been more embarrassed than after, well, the thing that will not be talked about or discussed. But we'll see what happens. It's quite a terrifying time here. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of civil unrest. There's a lot of things that I'm not even allowed to talk about. So, yeah, it's, I gotta tell you, I have never, you know what, no, I'm actually not allowed to talk about any of that stuff, so we're just gonna, fucking A, wow, okay, alright. Anyway, moving on, not talking about public events or current events or anything like that, that's for damn sure. So we are in the Audi R8, the Le Mans This is one that is a beautiful car, Audi R8. We we're lucky that we get to see Ferraris and Audis and uh, what's the one with the pitchfork that's stupid? Maseratis, Mercedes, all these ones in this game you see, we get to see on a daily basis where I am, and we get to watch them race every Friday night. So that's odd, but you know that is what it is. My favorite is now we've got these new racing trucks, and it's funny because it's funny. They can drag race, but uh, there was one that tried to race it. I heard that there was one that tried to race on a street race, um, tried to race here on a track, yeah, and just flipped like at the first corner because he couldn't hold on, and tried to follow a smaller, more nimble vehicle around a corner at the exact same speed and didn't. Apparently, he was one of these people that plays simulator games but they're not really simulators. Not like this or Gran Turismo, but the other Grand game. It's just a grand waste of my time. Just like this Civic, which I might add, we have one of those as well. Yeah, which is always good. All right. And I'm checking the different things. If you saw me flip to look behind me, I'm not really looking behind me. I'm just, again, I'm trying to put everything through its paces as much as I possibly can. And, just get it all bangeranged. Rufio. Speaking of Rufio, I got nothing. Yeah, God, I can't talk about anything that I know right now. Jeez Louise, I hate being so far ahead of all you wonderful people that go about your wonderful daily lives. Oh, I guess I could tell you about what we're doing here. We're doing our car shows. We're doing our Goompla shows, as you know. We'll be doing our Ark Survival tutorials, showing you how to play Ark, because apparently nobody knows how to play it. So we have to help you play this game. We found out that we were contributing most of the wiki for the Ark video game that isn't out, because apparently the only thing people care about, I'm gonna cut through all of here, I'm gonna go to the outside, he's like a man possessed coming to the inside, he's gonna tear everything and squeeze to the inside, go to the, oh, and he's taken out by the Wix car this time on the way around. That was a hard hit. Okay, so I just have to like bully my way through here. Bully! Alright, the Wix car, I'm so sorry about this. This is the Wix Mercedes, so I don't feel as bad about it. I can stop, you can't. You can't, and now you have to recover, and that should scrub about 3 seconds off your time, because you scrubbed 3 seconds off mine. I love traffic, and I like this smaller track. This is Road Atlanta, because it's a smaller track, and it's about the same size as the one I have locally that I'm used to. Now, it's nowhere near as cool. I mean, my God, one of the corners, I can't even say what it is because it's against FCC regulations, and then I won't get money for this because all people care about on this thing is money and not doing it for any sort of... Okay, really, if you care about money, set up your little donation button in the fucking corner and then just beg. Just beg. Beg like you've never begged before for that money if you think that this is really going to get you something and you haven't signed with a company. Companies have... This is no longer a single person. I do the same work that a squad of 10 to 15 people do on one person's thing. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And then they ask me, well, like, what do you do? And then I tell them. And they go, well, how'd you learn to do that? And then I tell them how much education I had to get to be able to do what I do. And they go, oh my God, well, why are you doing this? Well, because of all the other stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about, because it's gotten very complicated to even live in this country, which is very odd. You're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to have You're not allowed to have a lot of things that we thought we were allowed to have, but being shown, you're not really allowed to have that. But then again, you never were, and it was pretty specific about a lot of these things. You never were allowed to. I think if I took a shit, it would be more interesting than what I'm contemplating in my brain right now. But what I am contemplating now, all of a sudden, that we jump to the other thing, is we're going to talk about Goompla for a little bit. Goompla is the art form of Gundam. You take a Gundam and you make it your own. You make it your own. Like what I'm doing with one of mine is I'm going to make several art pieces and then have them shown in a local gallery. Then I'm going to. I love how these artists just sell their art. No. I will be giving it away. I will be giving away all of my art as I do. I give it away. I give away all my art. Why? Because there's no point. If you can't give it away, if you think you can survive based on your art, you haven't taken a history lesson. All good artists don't make anything until after they're usually dead. So you have to just give it away. Give yourself away. If you really, really are that passionate about something, then you won't have a problem. You'll be happy to give it away to somebody who it puts a smile on their face to get your art, to see your art, to experience part of you. And if you don't understand that, then you are in the wrong line of work. Because art is also work. And art is also fun. And you can't... Teaching is art. Everything is art if you do it right. If you are passionate about something, it's an art form. And you have to be able to give it away. Yes, a lot of art forms you can earn a living, I guess. But the point is, most art forms that are considered art, as in, like let's say architecture, for example, that is an art form that gets you very well paid if you're a good architect and if you can design a building that won't fall down. Some of these architects that design for, awesomeness, design some of the worst buildings that actually don't function. They build fantastic models that look amazing, but when you try to make them, in a real environment type situation, it doesn't work. Why? Because these people didn't get the extra degrees that it takes to put it in. You got an art degree. You didn't get your architectural degree. You didn't. Yeah. But you have to build a model in the very end for the architect. You know what? I don't care. I'm not trying to make an actual point here. I'm just trying to kill time. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't ever try to make a point. I allow you to make up your own mind for yourself, which is something we've forgotten. We've forgotten that we can make up our minds for ourselves. We can take in all the information. Well, how do we know what's real and what's not? Guess what? You don't, and you never will unless you were there and experienced exactly what is being told and talked about. You never will. So you have to know for yourself. You have to feel. You have to live beyond your belief system. You have to be acceptant of one another. And that goes for everything, or we're never going to get off this rock we call Earth. And if we don't get off this rock we call Earth in a very short time span, considering the life of Earth, I guess, considering life could be classified as an organism itself, having its own ecosystems and living, breathing organism that has been, and that would explain why things happen the way they do with cataclysms and stuff, when it just, it's got to shake those haters off, for lack of a better word. You shake those haters off. We're on lap, I should have looked down in one lap. We're on lap 19 of 40, so we're almost halfway through here at the 28-minute mark. Ooh, and my hands are getting a little numb. So I'm going to need to do some more working out with my body and ligaments and muscles and oxygen flow and all that fun stuff. Because again, I've been on house rest house rest for about 3 to 4, no, like 6 months now. Jesus Christ. For half a year, I have been on house rest. I can't, or was not able to go farther than like a half a block in walking, or go up and down many flights of stairs without severely hurting my chest and such. And it found out that I just simply have a weaker one side than the other of my heart. There's not really much you can do about it except just try to strengthen yourself. So I spent 6 months deteriorating all my muscles, so now I have to go through rehab in order to get my muscles and body back up to where it's healthy. So had I just continued to do what I was doing and not just worried about the severe chest pains and kept strengthening and working through it, I would have been fine. But by God, that's something you should never, ever, ever try to do. If you're having severe chest pain, you go get that checked out. I don't care your age, your anything. You go get that checked out. Is that a Toyota? It was a Toyota. Corolla S. Wow. Okay. That explains why I've been seeing them on the streets. And I'll bet you what, though, that's not even the good Toyota Corolla. I'll bet you the good Toyota Corolla S doesn't even come with it. Because I would rather have the Lexus, which is Toyota. But Ford is also Mazda. So, I mean, I'm going to get all you guys bunched up there if you're going to try to fuck around with me like that. I'm not playing that game, guys. I'm just not. So, we're at the 30-minute mark. We are at... Whoa! I looked down, and I should have been looking at the road. I usually have a spotter in here, and then also somebody... Ooh, did I do that? I hope I didn't do that. I'm sorry. If I did that, I'm sorry. Yeah, but this is probably why they don't allow people to talk while they're racing as well. Because, you really shouldn't talk on the phone and drive. You really shouldn't text and drive. And if I tried to do a text while I was doing this, in 2 seconds, you'd see why you shouldn't do that. Although the bad part is I could have, like, alcohol and still text and still drive better than I am when I'm texting. So that's a little fucked up. The texting is more dangerous than alcohol, but it isn't, because alcohol makes you do other things because it affects your actual brain, and the texting is just distraction, and you can come out of that in a few seconds. Alcohol, it takes time to get out of your system, and sometimes time to activate in your system, and it's just a way to slowly poison yourself, which is, I never understood how that's okay. But then again, I never understood how cigarettes were okay. And all these things I used to do at an alarming rate. I used to drink like a fish and smoke like a freight train, and now I have a battered heart. But the problem is the battered heart was from the prescription drugs that I was given from 8 or 10 years old until I was 18, and that would be Ritalin and Dexedrine. I was from 8 to about 12, I was taking 100 milligrams of Ritalin a day, which is a gram of amphetamines a day for an 8-year-old, which they think might be the reason my heart is having trouble now, because it was having to work so hard for so long. And again, they didn't know the side effects of any of these medicines and medications before they just handed them out like candy. And yeah, we have an opioid problem, but we also have just a prescription drug problem, period, of just people trying to fill quotas and selling pills. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. And I understand they expire, so you have to do them in so fast. You have to sell so many in order to be able to make it profitable and make the machine keep running. I understand that. I totally get it. But maybe we're going about the business model wrong. Maybe we need to reevaluate it as times have changed for everything, and we're going to have, especially considering... Are you seriously just blocking me? Okay. Alright, I was trying to go on your inside, but it would not let me go. So I'm just going to pinball him into the thing up here. There you go. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a long time. And again, I wouldn't do that if I didn't have the damage off. So I'm glad I have the damage. But then again, I wouldn't have gotten into the issues I got into to begin with the damage. There goes the Honda Civic. God, those are pretty, right? Yeah, did I mention I have one of those? Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I was looking up about the the Ford Jitsu that we are doctoring up on T-Town Mods, the show that shows you how to do cheap modifications. Well, sometimes they're not cheap modifications. Modifications to your car that will help it last longer, run longer, and just perform better. We don't try to add stupid stuff onto the car yet. We will be doing that when we get a car for that. We're going to get a car just to do that too. One of them we already have that we're turning into a race car. Hopefully for next season I'll be able to pass the physical. That's how all these diseases got detected, is I went in for my physical and all of my body chemistry was completely off, which is odd because the year before I had a physical and everything was fine. So had I gotten my physical for then I would have been fine. But no, I waited a year, went in and was like, it's gonna be normal just like it was last year, because my eating habits haven't changed. I'm eating very healthy. I'm being very healthy. I'm exercising and getting up and getting out, but I don't understand why it got so bad. The only thing we could think of is that we introduced a small amount of unhealthy material, being sugar and red meat. That was it. That was the only two things that I could cut. Oh, and cream and milk. So I had to cut out my red meats, my milks, and cheeses, and just cut them back, because those are the only things that could have even been causing the problems that were being caused. So here in about a month we go back in and see if everything's under control, and then in a few months I go in and see what's going on with my brain, and I may never be able to drive again, and I'll find that out in a few months. I may never be able to function properly again, and that's okay. I've accepted that. That's fine. Yes, I was angry about it at first, and yes, I was, it shouldn't, I feel like I'm being put, I'm not even driving right. Okay, hold on, breathe. Breathe, there's the line, okay. And I'm not even, it's just, life sucks. But if you don't power through it, if you don't want to, you have a choice. You either live or you don't want to live. It's that simple. And if you do live, you live. If you don't, then you won't. But you have to choose to live. And for the longest time, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that the reason I was doing all this horrible, stupid stuff to myself and getting in, just doing stupid shit, was because I just did not want to live. And I was taking a destructive path in order to not, I didn't kill myself, quote unquote, but that's what I was doing, is I was slowly poisoning and killing myself with all these different things I was doing, because I just did not want to live. And then I realized that's why I was doing it, and it took me a long time to figure that out. It took me a good 10 years to figure that out. That's why I was doing stuff. And because I have a brain programmed a certain way. And could it have been because I was addicted to pills and didn't even know that was an addiction, and I had started this addiction when I was 8 years old? Possibly. But again, that's not something that you know, or that we knew at the time. That's not something that I hold my parents responsible for. That's not something I hold my doctors responsible for. I can't hold people responsible for ignorance of science. I just can't. You can't hold somebody responsible for their ignorance of their science. If you don't know any better, then you simply don't know any better. But now that we know better, if you see these kind of problems, then there will be issues. But we're slowly learning that a lot of these medications and giving people a whole bunch of pills is not a good idea. Well, of course not. Taking any kind of anything for too long is not a good idea. The human body produces everything it needs if it gets the vitamins it needs and the exercise it needs. And the problem is it has to get all of it. And by God, that's time consuming, and we don't have enough time in the day to do everything that our caveman bodies did and relied on. We don't have that time to run 20 miles to do, yeah, and swim and climb and break stuff. And I mean, we don't have that. We don't do that. We don't do that. So we have to find other ways to do that. So we have to go to the gym. We have to get these machines to help us work out and do the things that we need to do. I think you just need to get some resistance trainers and run in place, okay? And it's just carry some weights, put some rocks in a backpack, and do some jumping jacks. I mean, just, all of these are horrible ideas that will hurt your body and not help you exercise properly. Well, the body is supposed to be strained. The body is supposed to get injured so that it can heal and get stronger. The body is supposed to do these things. It's supposed to wear out. You're supposed to move on. Things are supposed to break down. That's how life is supposed to work. And we seem to be fighting that harder and harder. And we can't. We can't. So we need to let go, breathe, and accept reality for reality. And take a good BM every morning. Because when your bowel movements are regular, hey, so's life. We've gotten far too serious on here for a little long time, which means that my brain is getting back into where it needs to be. That's good. I haven't done anything odd during this entire 40 minutes, which is very good. This seems to actually be helping me, which is also very good. So that's a good thing. So, but yeah, this is very good. I'm relaxing. I'm having a good clean cruise, but I do need to put the damage back on because I did not like the. Oh, I like the dirt you guys are putting on the windows on the side there. Those windows to my right or to my left. I don't know my left from my right. To my left there's dirt on the window now that wasn't there when I started the race. So that's good job, guys, on getting that stuff on there. I mean, you guys are getting there. I understand you're getting there. I mean, I understand. But you really need to allow me to give cars to people, okay? Because they can't tune their cars to save their lives, and I mean, they can't find my tunes in the way you guys have it set up, so you need to fix it. And anyway, you're gonna take the auction house down soon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that's for the other thing. That's not even on this one, is it? That's on Forza Horizon 3. That joke of a game. Oh my god. You guys and your lines. I tell you what, that off-road that you guys invented and broke, because we're not even gonna talk about that right now. Oh, I knew they're gonna go no wide there because there's that Wix guy. They're trying to Wickens me. Anytime there's a Mercedes, they try and knock me. They just don't like Audis. Mercedes does not like Audi, and Audi doesn't care because Audi's better. Hey, there's a Honda Civic. Guess what? That's a Honda Civic. Oh, thing's beautiful. So beautiful. Needs some bean footage. Needs some bean footage. Hey, this though, I think I'm gonna need to eat something after I finish this because I am getting a little hunger. So I've got some protein packs that I make. It's like nuts and meat and vegetables, all just in like a Ziploc baggie, and I just have it all portioned out and just grab it and shove it down my gullet on kind of pressed disc. Because soon we're just gonna have pressed discs with all of our nutritional needs in them. I don't know how we're gonna get calories though. We may have to use some sort of liquid calorie supplement or some sort of thing. Oh, you're gonna push me off, huh? Okay, I'll just stop in the middle of the road. I'm like 3 laps up on all of you guys. I really don't care. Oh no, you fell behind. What a surprise. Second, first, turn. So I guess there's 2 categories on here, but I always have to start in last place because that's one of my modifications, my mods. I always start in last. So, you know. So I guess there's 10 of one kind, 10 of another, and that's good. That's all good. All gravy. I just got some baby gravy in my face, and I'm gonna have to move it a little bit to this side. For those of you that don't know, Baby gravy is what some people, I'm not even gonna talk about that either, because when you talk about something, it gives them more power and credence, and these are the things that do not even need to be discussed. So I am not going to give them the power anymore. I have the power. Mm. In my pants. I've got the pants power. I've got the pants power. I've got the pants power. Oh, goodness. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, God, we're getting bunched up behind these WRC cars. Because that's what some of these are. Some of these are WRC, some of these are, looks like GRC, and then I'm going to have to, or WGCC World Tour. Okay, you guys go ahead. Go ahead, because you're clearly faster than me. Clearly. And you can clearly turn tighter than me. Clearly. I mean, I'm just going to get up here and just block Magnussen, because I'm sure that's who's in that car. Freaking Magnussen. Is that a 3? Is it the 3 or the 4? One's Gavin, one's Magnussen, I think. Anywho, if you don't know who I'm talking about, Jan Magnussen, look him up. He's fucking amazing. He's the reason you guys have a new Trans Am right now. God, I'm sorry. I threw up a little bit in my mouth when I said that. So my favorite part is they're like, this is how we make a Trans Am. First, we take a Camaro. Okay, so it's a Camaro. It's a Camaro. And then we, no. We're done now. It's a Camaro. Like, that's the funny thing about a lot of these companies is they're all the exact same thing. And the reason is they all use a frame and an engine which runs off combustion. So there's not much difference between any of the design features. But now we have these electric cars coming out, and they seem to be the same basic principle, and yet not, and yet they are, and yet they're not. So it's like they haven't quite committed to it yet. But I'll tell you this: the electric cars, or the electric race cars, are effing fast, especially the ones that are doing the hill climb at the Pikes of Peak. Oh, did you late break too? How'd that work for you? Oh, it worked for you. All right. There you go. Just got to get up behind the Viper here. The Viper. Viper, no viping. Viper, no viping. So I am, what, 2,100 feet, 47 minutes in, first to 14th place. Lap 31 of 40. Wow, we've only got 9 laps left to go. When did that happen, ladies and gentlemen? My name's 880. Oh, wait, we're not on Twitch. Holy crap. I'm so used to doing these on Twitch. Which, by the way, we will never do these on Twitch again just because the streaming capability is atrocious. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not using their streaming thing and not paying their subscription fee for their streaming. So I think what we're going to try to do is see what it streams like on U of Tubes and see if YouTube streaming is better. And if it is, then we'll just stream on YouTube because guess what? They're the same company. So, and if it's going to make me look horrible on Twitch, I might as well just, turn it off. Which is, I know that's why it's doing it, is because the other people use this and this and this, and theirs looks fine, and they're paying this subscription fee to use this. Oh, well, that's illegal according to the FCC, but then again, you have to have a case, and you have to have enough people with the evidence, and most of that stuff doesn't exist because that's what I love about cyberspace, is there is kind of a trail there, but there's not really. But there is, but there isn't. So we're going to be working up to being able to build live Gundams, actual working Gundams. We're going to figure out how to make them to where you can actually play. If you've seen this show, Gundam Build Fighter, oh my god, it's an amazing show. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. Gundam Build Fighter. It's Gundam Build Fighter. It's really good. It's only an English sub right now, but it came out about 5 years ago. Really good show. And we're trying to work our way towards making that a reality, and we are very, very close. We have the virtual reality, we have the game set up, we have everything that we need. Now We just need to make the Goompla itself have some sort of interaction and be able to work like they have for Skylanders and things like that. Be able to tell it things. And they have the Skylanders builders, which means we've gotten one step closer to being able to have Gundam build fighters and real Gundam, at least in virtual reality, which means the next step will be real, actual Gundams, which can be done if you cast the plastic as a metal and build it. A lot of this will work as its own self, just with a small skeletal structure inside with a lot of electronics, which is currently being built in the UK right now by a guy that's building the first full privately built gotta get through here. Privately built oh my god, I want to say robot because he keeps saying robot, but it's not. It's a robot, yes, but it's a sentient. It's going to be a sentient robot AI. Oh, is that Ferrari on my inside? Guess what, Ferrari? I am faster than you, and better than you, and sexier than you, and I'm taking the outside line here. And now I'm going to take the line that you're in away from you, and brake check you here. There we go. And there you go. And now you're way offline, and I'm not. We should slow you down about 2 seconds. And it did! Yay! Yay, yay, yay! Oh, God, I love it. I love it. So, yeah, we're going to be building Goompla models. We've got it to where you're... Because in Gundam Build Fighter, the Gundams actually destroy each other as they're fighting. That is the hardest thing to overcome, but we believe we've done it with either the new gel solution, with the electrolysis, with the... You know what? I'm not allowed to talk about that either. God damn it. I have all kinds of cool stuff that I am not allowed to talk about. Why? Damn it. And nobody's going to find out about this stuff for years and years, but... You know what? I don't care. I don't care because I am doing so much to further humanity and our... we just stopped dead in the water when it comes to technology here in my country. And I am just appalled at how we've just stopped. And, I mean, I understand global warming and all that, but you guys, they have they have working Gundam-type fighting robots in Japan already built, and you can get one for like $1 million, which means you can get it and reverse engineer it. Why the fuck haven't you done that yet? That is my question. We're not allowed to break trade. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Point is, they've done it, which means we can too. But you've got to get rid of these stupid BattleBot things. That is not where they're going. That's a vacuum cleaner, okay? That's a garden trimmer. That's a lawn mower. It's not a fighting robot. Which it needs to be a fighting robot. I had to get the extra emphasis on there because I haven't done an extra emphasis. Ooh, shit! I'm supposed to do voices too to see how they go out now. Ah, no! Hey, sugar pants, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like zoinks, jinkies. No, I don't say jinkies. He doesn't say jinkies. What does he say? What exactly does he say to you? Does he say that you have come to see? There's the Wix again. Again, we use Wix in all of our cars. So, you know, and we've got our tow vehicle, which is a V8. And then we've got our little race car, which is our Ford Jitsu. And then we've got a support vehicle, which is the Fusion, which we have turned into a wagon. And then we've got the daily awesomeness. I mean, we've actually got a garage of cars. Now that I think about it, holy shit. Yeah, I don't think about that. Most people have one or two. Ooh. I feel a bit like an asshole now. Like, nothing says asshole quite like my ass in your hole. So we're here with lap 36 of 40. So we got like 4 laps left, and my hands are on fire. I made tacos today and forgot to thoroughly wash my hands after I cut the peppers. And I'm feeling it, and it hurts. Not gonna lie. And I forgot how exhausting this is too. So this is good. I mean, it's getting my back stretched out. It's getting me, I've got a sweat going on, which is good too, which means I'm working some aspect of my body. I haven't had any sort of issues with my body this whole time, which is good because that's a full hour, which is the longest I've gone in about a year or two. So I'm actually really happy about that. I might cry a little bit. So anyway, yeah. So no, you can overcome anything. Or it's to be more accurate, sometimes you just have to accept things. Sometimes there's nothing that can be done and you simply have to accept things. And that's really, really hard. But you can do it. You can do it. We can all do it. We can all do it because we have what's called willpower. And it's not just willpower, it's a support system of people and friends that you feel around you. It's not just one thing, it's a whole plethora of piñatas that it takes in order for you to be you. I mean, they say it takes a village, and it really does. It takes a small, tight-knit community in order to either be A, good, or B, bad, as in influences. Like, tight-knit community of alcoholics is still a tight-knit community of friends and relations that all go out and do something together. Same thing with paintballers. They all go out and paintball together. They all go out. Point is, it's something that you belong to. It's a club that you belong to. It's a part of belonging, and that's what we want as human beings. We're part of a... Some of us are loners or whatnot. No, you still want to talk to people. If you're truly a loner, then there is something supposedly wrong with you. But then again, we were loners way back in prehistoric times. So that's not that odd. That just means you share more of a chromosome with our extinct ancestors than with the Homo sapien, and that's or Homo erectus, Homo. The second one on the chart, and yeah, and don't even get me started on classifications of Homo sapien and species and breeds, okay? Because to say that Homo sapien is the only thing that doesn't have a different breed is just fucking arrogance, okay? Pure and simple. But I understand we don't want another thing to discriminate against each other about, especially not with a scientific proven. And I understand that. But you also can't stop science whenever it pleases you. You can't stop something just because it doesn't agree with what you wanted the outcome to be. You also have to accept the outcome no matter what it is, which is another problem we're having with science and have had for a long time. Because let's be honest, if you're funded by somebody and you bring them results that they don't want to see, they are going to tell you to read them differently or come back, and you go back and you change your graph or you change your results a little bit, and then it looks positive. No matter how bad it is, you can make it look positive. My God, look at Monsanto's. They are literally killing off every bee species in the United States because they're using GMO seeds that have a pesticide inside them, and it's killing them. When the flower grows up, it just works as a pesticide and kills the bugs. But nobody's going to talk about that. Nobody's going to discuss that because they had a discussion that said, they asked, what evidence do you have against it? What problem? What they said was, what problems do you have? Tell us your grievances, and we'll fix all of them. And then when people brought them all this evidence, suddenly all these evidence people and these people were discredited and all disappeared. So no. Science only suits the corporation at this point. We got away from the science revolution here in this country, at least. But in other countries, guess what? It's flourishing, and those countries are flourishing. So we need to get some sort of... We need to separate not just church and state, but we need to separate science from pretty much everything. But you can't. because it works hand in hand. Because that's how humans work. Freaking humans. Ruin everything, especially my pizzas. I can't even have a good pizza now without somebody taking a crab in it. Wait, crabs? Crabs. Putting crabs in it. I got a crab cake pizza the other day. It was delicious. Loved it. Found it a little odd that it was on pizza, but you know what? I loved it. Speaking of pizza, I need to go toss some dough into my toilet, which means I need to go take a dump, which is good because, hey, we're on lap 39 of 40. We are 59 minutes in, running in first place. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Everything is still running really good, I think. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I heard it there. Yeah, we're still running really good, dude. This is great. This could not have pleased my punch better if I had wanted to. And I've been a lot of pleased punch. A lot of pleased punch. Get it? It's pleased punch. Please punch. There's another one of them Toyotas. Yeah, and they look a lot like the Honda Civics, don't they? Yeah, look at that body style. It's almost identical to the Honda Civic that's up here. But again, they base their cars, all race cars they all look the same because they, you know, what aerodynamics are the best? Which one is the best? And whatever's the best is, guess what? It's going to look like all of them. They're all going to end up looking the same because aerodynamics only works a certain way, okay? And engines produced with certain materials work a certain way. Like it's just that simple. It's just that simple, okay? There's nothing that can be done about it. Oh, my goodness. 1 hour and 1 minute. Oh, we hit the 1 hour mark, which I figured we would do, but hey, you know, we got here. I am a little concerned though that my my little navigation thing is off. I don't know why that thing's off over there. Thought that was supposed to be my rearview mirror. Maybe that's in another car. Probably a Lamborghini. It's my rearview mirror. Because Lamborghinis are not known for having anything that you can see out of, for that matter. Wow, now that I think about it. Oh my goodness. My name's 80 Spanky. You have been watching me do a first test run of all of our equipment and all of our high definition, and everything worked. Oh, I'm so